Hey, this is the Conspiracy Broadcasting Network, Blog 114, Series E Echo. We're talking Blizzard Entertainment here and what is going on with this conspiracy. We're right back on August 23rd, 2025. Guess what happened to one of my Blizzard accounts? You can't have a peace of mind whenever you're just minding your own business in your own house, living on your own accord, trying to stay away from the terrorism. What we're going to do now is instead we can't get to you in person. We can't touch you in person. We can't terrorize you in person, right? So now what are we going to do? We're going to attack all of your electronics because we can't touch you and we can't talk to you in indirect conversation or gaslight you out here in the public setting. So what are we going to do? We're going to attack you in all kinds of ways in the private setting. That is the nature of this blog, and we're talking Blizzard Entertainment. On August 23rd, here we go, check this out. Imagine this. Imagine I would get all this correspondence on August 23rd, huh? If you go back, we have correspondence ranging from what? Oh gosh, a number of things, right? They want to make sure that they get the point across that 3 and 2 are what is the main topic on everybody's mind, right? They want to make sure that the number 3 and the number 2, they want to get that point across, right? And so because they want to make sure that they make semantics and laugh at these particular misdemeanors and the anarchy that they use to get criminalization and to keep me under duress, they want to make sure that they are throwing that in your face, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to send all correspondence using the numbers 3 and the number 2, right? So here's another correspondence, Saturday, October 23. Oh, and guess what time it was? Oh, I don't know. Let's just push him to, 3:02 in the morning. Let's just push this to him at 3:02 in the morning, okay? All right. So here's Blizzard Entertainment notice of account action. It says the action taken is temporary suspension, 1 day, and a warning. And it says the offense is exploitation, automation, botting, hacks, or third-party software. Wow. And so this is kind of like a triple-edged sword, almost like a shuriken, if you will, because number one, they're using this technology to survey everything you're doing. They survey the servers that you're in, and we're going to get into that. I've got a nice camera here that we're going to be doing loop recording on all of my electronics so that whenever I'm doing any type of gaming or if I'm on my emails or when I'm at work, we're going to have all of that on a loop record right here. So you can see it in real time, all of the transactions and the correspondence that goes through my personal space using these harassing tactics and these cyber stalking tactics, right? Federal violations of law 2261 doesn't have anything to do with intimate partner. This is cyber stalking, right? This is verbatim cyber stalking by law. Okay, I have no clue what this is about. The only time I've ever used cheat codes was probably playing Turok on N64 back when I was 13, 14, and 15 years old, or playing Mortal Kombat. Those are the 2 times I've used cheat codes in a video game, okay? But I've never used cheat codes ever after the age of 18 on anything anymore. But I will say, I used some codes on Duke Nukem too in N64. Those are like the 3. I probably did another game too, like Rampage or something. There's probably something else I probably did, but it was primarily because my buddies were using them, like Smash Bros or something. But on N64, that was a big thing to put some cheat codes on the fatalities on Mortal Kombat. And it was a big thing to throw some cheat codes down on Turok, and Duke Nukem to get the final boss and the final weapons. But long story, and Zelda. I think I've seen I've seen a friend. I was never into Zelda, but I had a friend that was big into like Zelda and all that stuff. So I've seen more of my friends use the cheat codes and introduce me to the cheat codes than I ever had a want to actually use the cheat codes. But the introduction of cheat codes was not on my own nature, but actually through other people's nature. But I've never cheated, and I have been reporting this this cyber stalking and the whole grid hacking, wall hacking, that's been going on for years. And I have already said this and mentioned this vlogs ago, I think in like the 40s or 50s, like long time ago. And what I'm going to do now is I started doing PC gaming, and I'm using one of Blizzard's games, and they have me in a server. And what's also interesting is um, the server has all of these names that are associated with what I'm doing in real time, or they have semantics about what I'm doing. And so because I watch certain shows, or I'm doing something with my character, maybe I'm making him bald, you'll have a player hang around me while I'm going through my items cache with the clan name or the player's tag name, Baldy. Right? After I had just took off maybe the helmet of my primary character, and I wanted him to just wear a bald out appearance. So you have one of their characters run across, and they'll just stop and hang around. And there's people in your server deliberately there to attack you and abuse you while you're just having downtime playing. Okay. Right now, I think also competitively, what they'll do is they'll hang around and they'll work as a team to make sure that you get to 5, maybe the rank 5, or maybe you get to a specific section or a rank, and then all of a sudden your entire team will just completely subvert, sabotage, and just act as if they don't know how to play, and they'll make sure that you don't reach a certain stage, and it's all based off of their performance. Okay, that's what's going on now. So back to this. So on the 23rd, they sent me this, okay, at 3:02 in the morning on August 23rd. So I have a temporary suspension / warning, okay? It says I'm responsible for all activity, okay, on the account. All right. So then it says I have to appeal, and I had to appeal. I had to do just that. And the thing about it was the reply was just some automated reply that says you have to abide by our basically policies and procedures, our user agreement. And I asked specifically, what specifically am I doing? I want to talk to someone. What specifically? When you address a problem, you just always want to ask what specifically. Kind of like the defamation that I've been going through for years. I asked them, well, what specifically is going on? What specifically was said? And I've had responses on paper that were clear libel, and I had slander, and then I had them just broad stroking, and they've come to find out there is nothing specific. It was just, well, do you have me saying that like on record or anything? This, that, the other thing? No. And they don't have any reason. They're just trying to get you removed. That's it. So my response right here, written on the 23rd, Saturday. Even got a little case ID number. It says, I just received notification of cheating. I received a 1-day suspension. I haven't ever cheated on any games in my adulthood. I'm not sure why I have been flagged for this. I would like to know the specific behavior and the specific events that led to this decision, because I don't believe in the type of behavior which is not morally or ethically sound. Again, I want more specifics. Lastly, I have an email that has been hacked and is associated with this account. However, it is reflecting unverified when checking Blizzard's account records. I have self-authenticating evidence and had a recent conversation with the police on August 19th regarding identity fraud of the email blank blank and fraudsters using it to apply and gain access to a hotel account. I can easily verify the aforementioned if need be. Yet even with Blizzard states the offense is botting hacking, which is not parallel with the aforementioned fraudsters, because I just look at my login times, which are congruent with my play times. In summary, I'd like to speak to someone about this offense as soon as possible. Can you advise? Thank you. And in response, I got nothing other than some automated, you have the violation is due to user agreement, not using the or abiding by user agreement, this, that, and other thing. And they never told me. They never told me what the problem was. I have no clue. No clue. Okay. So this concludes Echo. Okay. So these are all the things that I'm dealing with, right? Now, ask yourself, are you dealing with all these things? All these astronomical shit show fucking things that you're dealing with? Okay, and I'm supposed to maintain a job, maintain my health, maintain my nutrition, maintain my house, maintain things that I'm supposed to, like my vehicle, right? And do all of these things outside of this. And this is what I'm dealing with. Okay. This concludes vlog E. We're going to go to F.